Don't mind me, I'm just working on a little magic trick here. Was this your Picard? Pick up a card, any card. Yeah, that wasn't great. But anyway, today's review should be a special one because we're looking at Star Trek The Next Generation, a part of the Mega Construx Heroes series. And sadly, this is it for Series 1. 3 waves consorted in one go, and that basically was Alien franchise, Masters of the Universe, and now Star Trek The Next Generation. So here we have Captain Picard, and here we've got the Borg drone. Here's a good look at both figures. Here's a look at the packaging from the front. Here's a look at it from the back. Case assortment, collect your favorites. Don't buy them all if you don't want to. And there's not much else to say about that because it's generic packaging and it's to be expected. Nice collectible packaging if you don't want to open up these figures. They do look good on the wall. But anyway, with that said, we have to open them. Let's go ahead and do this. Jump cut. So here are the minifigures all assembled, kinda sorta. We do have parts here that actually came with the Borg figure that I cannot for the life of me figure out where they go. Even the instructions aren't pretty clear, which is right here. So yeah, they're only showcasing a few pieces that I have figured out where to go, but other than that, the parts that are actually here, I can't find the exact location to where they belong. So as it is, I'm guessing they're just extras in case you lose one. Just like this blaster here. He actually comes with one blaster, but the other one came in the bag with the parts. So I guess it's just extra in case you lose one. Because Mega Construx has that tendency to give you extra pieces in case it's needed. So it happens a lot with their vehicles and their playsets. So I guess the minifigures are now going to start coming with extra, which, you know, it's nice. I appreciate it. And he does look cool dual wielding these blasters here. Pretty nice. Speaking of which, take a good look at the attention to detail on this one. It's very, very cool. Unfortunately, you're not going to make out the face here because of how bright the lighting effect is here. But you can kind of see what's going on there. Pretty cool. He kind of looks like an engineer from Prometheus. There's one of the pieces that I was able to locate where it goes. It actually just slots into this tab here, and it's pretty dang tight. I can't actually get that off now. So anyway, I got this wire going from his arm here to this part right here on his chest, which is a nice attention to detail. Unfortunately, it's pretty flimsy. This is like very thin here, and if not careful, it can get caught on the arm when you go to move it, and you might even rip it. So just be forewarned, it is pretty fragile. Nonetheless though, a really, really cool figure. And a very nice one to add to my collection. So there he is. You can go about army building the Borg figures and assimilating some of the characters from Star Trek, or maybe the Xenomorph, Colonial Marine, the Masters of the Universe figures. Hilarious. But yep, joking aside, there's actually this hole here on Captain Picard where you can actually take this headpiece here from the Borg and you can slot it in like so on Captain Picard and have him assimilated by the Borg. Pretty nice. Kind of reminds me of Star Trek First Contact. It's just that scene showcasing him, what he looks like as a Borg. So there's that. Pretty cool minifigures. I just lost the tricorder. Let me get that back. Here it is. Put that back in his hand. It doesn't stay in there too firmly. Unfortunately, it's kind of loose fitting. So if you go about messing with it too much, it does slide out of his hands. Still, nice piece, especially this giant rifle blaster thing that kind of looks like what he used in First Contact. But it's very nice. Nice attention to detail. Not much to say on the paint application. The only thing that's painted is this tip here. That's it. Nice Starfleet insignia on his shirt. Pretty good. Of course, it's printed on. Most of the paint application is actually printed on instead of being painted on, but really cool. He's got this little white spot on his forehead. I can't actually get that off, but I'll worry about that later. The likeness on Patrick Stewart is not too bad for a small 2-inch action figure. I really do dig it. This is a really, really cool figure. They both are. They may even be the best out of this line, to tell you the truth. So anyway, let's get to the articulation. We got a ball jointed head. We got your hinge joint to allow inward and outward movement this way. We've also got a swivel joint to allow movement this way. We got an upper elbow swivel joint there. We've got a single jointed elbows 90 degrees. Wrist swivel, waist swivel, ball jointed legs, this much movement forward, this much movement back. You get some inward and outward play as well. Could be better, still not too bad. And then we've got a hinge joint here at the knee to get 90 degrees of play, and that's basically it for the articulation on both figures. So I'm going to go ahead and put him back on his stand here. And there's not much else to really show off here. So let's go ahead and do some side-by-side comparisons and call it a video. So here are a couple of minifigures that I'm bringing in, and as a matter of fact, this is all of Series 1 of the Heroes line, which is a bit of a toss-up on the name, to tell you the truth, because half of it here is heroes, and the other half is villains. They should have had these figures in separate packs. For the heroes, it's all fine, but when it comes to the villains, it should have said Villains Series 1. And that's just my taste in this. Having said that, I've still got to figure out where these pieces go for the Borg, or if they really are just extras, and you really got to be careful with these because they are very tiny and will get lost on the carpet pretty easily, and you may never see them again. Nonetheless though, I really do like this line, and I cannot wait to hear the announcement of Series 2 and what it will have to offer. Maybe some more Alien figures, Masters of the Universe, more Star Trek, whatever. Who knows what could come down this line. So, yeah, I know Mattel's got the DC license as well, so maybe they could do minifigures of Superman and Batman. That would be freaking awesome, but we need some vehicles as well. I mean, I'd love to see that vehicle from the Aliens movie, maybe some vehicles from Masters of the Universe, maybe something from Star Trek, which hopefully they are capable of doing in time. And in regards to anything else that I've got to say about this line is just you don't want to miss out on these. I mean, if you grew up watching these shows or movies, then you definitely got to have these as a part of your collection if you're into the Mega Construx stuff, because this is a good place to start, to tell you the truth. Since this is Series 1, just came out not too long ago, you can't miss out on these at all. I mean, they're pretty easy to find now. So questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you liked today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down button. I don't mind saying that. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see other video reviews similar to the one you're seeing here today. And remember to hit that bell icon, otherwise you will not be notified. Until then, this is your King Red Power signing off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me.